Welcome to another presentation by My Weight World. The topic of this presentation is Medication Overview. It is important to have an understanding of the major categories of medications in general before taking them or adding any to your existing medication list. This presentation was designed to give you an understanding of the different categories of medications in general. Individual medications for weight loss are covered in other presentations on our site. Major categories. The four major categories of medication that will be detailed in this presentation are prescription, non-prescription or over-the-counter, RX medications that are now available as over-the-counter, and herbal products. The term prescription refers to medicines that are supposedly safe and effective when used under a doctor's care. A pharmacist needs a doctor's order to give you these medications. Over-the-counter, or OTC drugs, are medicines the FDA decides are safe and effective for use without a doctor's prescription. The FDA has the authority to decide when a prescription drug is safe enough to be sold directly to consumers over the counter. This can happen as a prescription drug is in the market and is shown to be safe under a variety of conditions, implying that consumers should be able to take this without a doctor's involvement normally. More than 700 products sold over the counter today use ingredients or dosage strengths available only by prescription 30 years ago. Herbal products and supplements come from nature, usually from plants. Don't think that herbal health products and supplements are safer than medicines just because they occur in nature or come from plants. After all, many plants are poisonous. Although herbal products and supplements are advertised as natural, they aren't necessarily natural to the human body. Herbal products and supplements may not be pure. They may contain other ingredients, such as plant pollen, that could make you sick. Sometimes they contain drugs that aren't listed on the label, such as steroids or estrogens. Some of these products may even contain toxic or poisonous substances, such as arsenic, mercury, lead, and pesticides. The FDA regulation, a very important topic. Prescription and over-the-counter medicines must be tested and prove they work before they can be sold to the public. They are regulated by the Food and Drug Administration. Herbal products and supplements don't have to be tested to prove they work well and are safe before they're sold. Be cautious when taking these products. Over-the-counter and prescription medication warnings. Always read the label when taking over-the-counter or prescription drugs. All medications expire at a certain time. Check the expiration date at least every 6 months and do not take any medications after the expiration date. If you ever have a question about an over-the-counter or prescription drug, consult with your doctor or pharmacist. Interactions. Make sure you read the warning labels. Some drugs interact with other drugs. Some drugs interfere with food or alcohol. Warnings. Herbals and supplements. Herbals and supplements have less testing and regulation, if any, compared to over-the-counter and prescription drugs. Herbal products and supplements may not be safe if you have certain health problems. They may cause unknown side effects. They may interfere with over-the-counter or prescription medications. Remember, natural does not always mean good. If you ever have questions about a herbal product or supplement, consult with your doctor or pharmacist. Again, caution with any herbal or supplemental product. Brand name and generic drugs. Prescription and over-the-counter drugs may be sold under either their brand name or generic names. A brand name drug is marketed under a specific trade name by a pharmaceutical manufacturer. In many cases, brand name drugs are still under patent protection, meaning the manufacturer is the sole source for the product. A generic drug is made with the same active ingredients in the same dosage form as a brand name drug. The generic drug is therapeutically equivalent to the brand name drug, but is sold under the chemical or generic name. Bottom line, from a consumer point of view, almost always the following applies. Generic named drugs do the same thing as brand, and generic drugs are almost always cheaper. In conclusion, this presentation discussed the four main categories of medications and supplements, including prescription drugs, over-the-counter drugs, prescription to over-the-counter drugs, and herbals and supplements. Which medications or herbal and supplements are regulated by the FDA. Drug warnings in general, and finally, brand name versus generic drugs. This has been another presentation by My Weight World.